Hello, my name is Francesco, and today I will present assignment 3, Asteroids. We were tasked as a group with implementing the multiplayer functionality to the game. So, this is a code filed, and precisely my contribution to the project is more focused on enhancing parts of the core gameplay mechanics and ensuring a smoother multiplayer functionality. I reworked how bullets are managed. I ensured they move, wrap around the screen, and expire safely without causing crashes or any delays or anything like that. I would say that this improvement was important for making the shooting mechanics a little bit more bug-free and fluid for both player 1 and player 2. I also fixed some issues with the enemy ship's behavior by preventing some crashes when the enemy was destroyed or not present. And the last thing I did was um, I added randomized bullet directions for the enemy, which ended up increasing the challenge for both players, and you will see that in the demo. Um, I think that these changes improved the game's balance and ensured a more competitive experience for both players. It was actually quite hard to play, which I don't know if that's just something about old games or if games nowadays are easier. Yeah, so now I will show the code running, and as you can see, it does run. However, my computer cannot display it properly, so the only computer that was able to display it um, was Daniel's computer, and like, yeah, it does. I guess you can see it is actually working. However, it is the problem with the display is not allowing us to see anything. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did, and I can show you here how it actually looks
and
like
do a hue
in Daniel's
rotation.
computer.
But let's see, if we do a new game, you can see WASD controls the ship, and then if I want to fire, press, oh shoot, keep getting hit. Pressing F.
So yeah, as you can see, he just showed the
way
purple ship moving and shooting. And,
there we go.
Yeah, but you can see it's very hard to play.
So if I press F, you can see that it.
And
player 1.
then we can
which
see
we
the
change
ship
from the arrow
moving.
keys, and then to fire you press H.
And also firing.
Sure. As you can see, the player's score is here. I need to.
And so yeah, essentially that was what we did for the demo, and now I will go to specifically the code that I added. This is going to be a little bit lengthy because it is 38 pages of code, and yeah, so essentially one of the first things that I added was this import statement, which is an alternative to vector that allowed me to iterate over and modify the lists at the same time without running into some concurrency issues, which we did definitely run into those. And then as I scroll down, so yeah, this part here, um, this well, this line pretty much ensures bullets are only created if the enemy exists. Then a new random number generator is initialized here based on the current time, and this is used to randomize the direction of the bullets. And then a new bullet is created. It starts yeah, it starts at the enemy's position, exactly in the middle of the enemy ship. Then bullet width defines the size of the bullet, and the angle of the bullet is randomized here. This new bullet is added to the enemy bullets list, and the current timestamp is stored in enemy bullets times to track how long the bullet has been, like quote unquote, alive. Then let's go to the next part. And okay, yeah, this is the next part. And essentially for this, yeah, this is what works with the import statement I mentioned before. And yeah, there you can see essentially two lists. One stores player bullets, and which is the actual bullet objects fired by the player, and then player bullets times, are the timestamps for when each bullet was created, so we can track essentially how long they've been quote unquote alive. Then we have here the main loop for moving bullets. It pretty much keeps running until the game ends. Then we have here a loop that pauses for 4 milliseconds between updates to control how often the bullets move. Uh, this uh, this prevents the game from consuming too much CPU and makes the movement smoother. Then for this for loop, each bullet in player bullets moves forward based on its angle in a fixed velocity. Like math cosine and math sine calculate the x and y directions of the bullet's movement based on the angle, and the angle is relative to the screen. This then the bullet screen wrap pretty much ensures the bullets reappear in the opposite side of the screen if they move past these screen boundaries. And then for long current time, we get the current time to compare how long each bullet has existed, pretty much. And then for this last line is essentially that bullets that have quote unquote lived longer than player bullet lifetime here, which is a fixed duration, are removed from the list. So essentially remove if safely removes bullets while iterating, and it also avoids indexing errors or concurrent modification issues, which we definitely faced those. And then player bullet times dot remove removes the timestamp from the expired bullet. Sorry. And yeah, so for this one, essentially before accessing the enemy object, it checks if it's null again. This avoids crashes when the enemy doesn't exist after being destroyed, more specifically. Or like, yeah, like that's like, yeah, after being destroyed. And then the enemy moves forward based on its angle, similar to how the player bullets work. And this ensures that the enemy ship reappears on the opposite side of the screen if it moves out of bounds. And yep, that was pretty much my contribution to the code. And yeah, so I hope that is, hope you have a good day.